Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's about the 21st of January, fairly early in the morning. Roosters are just now crowing. There went one right there. We're just sitting back, enjoying, contemplating some of y'all's remarks and stuff like that. And I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy the teasing sometimes. More than you think. I'm more of a bitter, sarcastic asshole than a lot of you ever can even probably imagine. But I went through some stuff in my life. Not all bad, not all good, but I went through some things. So yeah, I do have opinions on different things, and which I hold. My opinions are my opinions. I need to back away from this fire a little bit. Is my opinions are my opinions, and I hold them, and it's all good, y'all. Trump has been recently made the 47th president again, 45th, now 47th. But he said he won the 46th, so that's a little confusing. Do I give him credit? No, y'all, I don't. He's an odd man. I mean, just the fact that he wears so much bronzer that he looks like a circus clown, it is kind of odd. There's so much about the man that's odd that I guess you could point out the normal stuff, which there is like none. He's not normal in like any human way. But it's okay. I mean, he's y'all's president. I mean, is he the president of this country and am I American citizen? Yes. Is he my president? No, he's not. There's nothing... no, he's not my commander-in-chief. He's none of these things. If y'all have ever served in the military, you would understand what I'm saying by that. He's married to a literal prostitute. Escort, it's the same term, y'all. Just depends on whether it's legal at the time or the country where it's done or the area. That's just like Colorado. Is escorts, legal or whatever? Yes, they are. Which I don't condone anybody for their life choices or how they make their money. I've made my money probably far worse than selling my body before, is what I'm trying to get at. So you can't knock anybody on that, or done more or worse or whatever, however you want to word that. No, I'm just saying that if you coerce with a known prostitute as an officer in the military, you can't command men. In Trump, yeah, that's just what he does. So to call him a commander-in-chief, no, that's not possible. He stole classified documents. He's guilty of this. He was caught with 13,000 of them in his home. And you can say all you want about emails, private email servers, and all the rest of the crap. I'm so tired of some. You say this man has this many crimes, and somebody says, "Oh, but don't forget about the little bitty emails," and they blow that out of proportion. Okay, there's a humongous difference in the words of like classified at a really top secret place. The lunch, what you're going to eat for lunch, is literally classified, y'all. That's not as important as saying like 300 top secret documents were found in his fucking bathtub, in his bathroom, in a public area. Top secret documents. No, Hillary Clinton never had fucking one of those. Barack Obama, nobody ever took home one of those before this lying orange idiot. The senile, delusional, old geriatric. You can call him anything you want. He's crazy. And his people, this clown show that follows him is even worse. Like by far. Musk is literally bordering evil at this point. He will not stop trying to influence global politics in every country that he can, just because he has the entitled right. Okay, look, ass wipe. You're rich. You're really the greatest financial addict on the planet. Okay, we get this. You have a mental degenerate disease, because that's not nothing healthy. You're mentally degenerate enough, whether it's the ketamine or whatever you've done, okay, that you are a fucking problem to our species. You may think you've attained some higher level, but greed is not anything good. I'm sorry. It's the same thing I have with religion. If you want to claim to be a peaceful religion, then your extremists should be extremely peaceful. If your people and your religion are killing other people, your religion is evil. It's not viable. Sorry. I'm sorry. If you want a peaceful religion, look into, I think it's called Jainism in India. Only one that I know of in all my years that's actually peaceful. Their extremists are extremely peaceful people. No, the rest are just are religious lunatics and serial killers. That's all they are. There's nothing. And a billionaire is nothing different than that. They found how they can manipulate the thing, and then they just keep grinding at it. That's all they are. Sorry, y'all. I mean, there's a lot of you that leave comments that I really hurt somebody's feelings, and I really did. Okay, get over it, because that's life. That's just life, y'all. And do I like feel bad or whatever? If he does raise tariffs, it has nothing to do with your next home costing twice as much. I mean, Joe, I screwed that up, y'all. Whoa, let me straighten that up. Okay, Joe Biden's presidency is not going to make your house cost twice as much to build. That's Trump's tariffs on our number one trading partner, number two, Canada and Mexico. We buy like 70% of our building material from Canada at a discounted rate. Trump is, again, lying when he says we subsidize them. No, they subsidize us with cheap building material. Building material would be far more if it wasn't for this arrangement, is what I'm trying to get at. Mexico, the same way. We get things from Mexico at a discounted rate. We do subsidize them for the drug war and different things like that, but not on a big basis, is what I'm trying to get at. He's full of crap, and to put tariffs on these people are only going to make your products more expensive. So when your products get more expensive, embrace that. Don't say it was the Democrats. Don't say it was Joe Biden or whoever, Kamala Harris. No, don't say it. Say, thank you, Mr. Trump, for making the 2x4 that I bought for $5 now $10. Thank you, Mr. Trump, for making the $15 piece of OSB that I bought now $60. Okay, that's what you need to say. Get all the other hypocritical shit out of your mouth. Scrub it, chew on soap, wash it out of your mouth, get all the hypocritical crap out of your mouth, and then embrace the orange asshole that you voted for. Don't cry or don't say, how can we change this or that? Okay, you voted for him. Enjoy it now, because it's going to be the end of democracy. We fought revolutions before. They're hard, they're bloody. We don't have that population, y'all. We don't have a young, gritty population yet. They haven't faced any of this hardship. Our population is young, soft, stupid, out of control, impulsive, lack will. That's our gritty thing, that they don't exist. They will in about 40 years. They got to go through a little bit of hardship to harden them up. Then we will. If okay, but there's so much coming that y'all don't really get it. And Apophis is only one of them, that comet that's coming. And we could probably nudge it out of the way between here and then, unless Doofus and Dumbass get involved. And then we're pretty screwed. And what people don't get is, yeah, nitrogen doesn't burn technically, but when a comet passes between the moon and Earth, it'll cause the oxide in the ozone layer, or it'll cause the nitrogen in the atmosphere to oxide as it burns through the ozone layer on its way through. And nitric oxide will make all the hydrogen, methane, and all the other crap that we put up, dumped into our atmosphere, ignite. So if you're on that side of the Earth, your shit sucks. Be underground about 15 feet for the blast, and then have enough oxygen for about 12 hours. That's the only way you're going to make it through. So we got big shit that's coming. That's why I don't get real concerned about some of y'all's want-to-get-rich schemes. Doesn't interest me at all. We got way bigger stuff than that. Granted, money does help, but it doesn't help. It won't help in the end. It won't help for that. If we don't change our ways, then we are really in dire straits. And I mean, like, get the billionaires and put them back in the fucking box where they belong. These are crazy, borderline evil people that are just sucking the life out of America. I mean, I don't got anything wrong with the Walton family, but that one family has literally taken the lives of hundreds of thousands of shop owners in every town across the country, wherever they set up one of their Chinese stores, a pariah, that sell their always save bargain best basement crap, which it sucks as a product. I'm sorry. I'm not all that thrilled with it. I don't mind spending a little bit more for getting what I want, whether it's a taste or whether it's a quality or whether it's longevity or whether it's quality, whatever it is. I don't mind spending a little bit more. I'm not a desperate person where I have to spend as little as I can and make as much as I can. That's a fucking disease, y'all. A real one. I mean, like a real mental illness. And I'm sorry if you have been put in such a situation where you got to think like that. I'm honestly sorry, because to decide between, this or that, or to be hungry or not, or to be warm or whatever, these are real questions that if billionaires did not exist would never be asked, because people would be warm, people would have food. I mean, because Bill Gates owns all the commercial farms in America, and this has happened way before him, so you can't just blame him. But America would rather throw it away, food-wise is what I'm saying, than ever, offer it to somebody. Only now are we starting to get laws where they're forcing grocery stores not to throw it away to keep prices high, to give it to food centers and food banks and stuff like that. This should have been the norm back in the 40s and 50s. I mean, we went through the Great Depression. We should have learned something. We learned nothing. We blamed poverty on the poor instead of who caused it. And it was the billionaires back then. In 2008, we should have let the banks go down. We should have made them pay for everything that they stole, everything that they did, and started all over again. Instead of a piece of property being $100,000 an acre, it would be $100 an acre again. America needs a revolution. Do we have those kind of people? No, we don't. No, we don't. And part of this is to do with Trump. Do I look up to any of the January 6th people? Fuck no, dude. You attack a federal building. You attacked our government. We weren't at war with these people. You're just lunatics and losers and crazies and all that. Is there a real reason for groups like that? Yeah, there are, but like Trump and his fucking crazy red hat bunch, they've destroyed that. There's no viable reason for a militia in America anymore. Not with this bunch, is what I'm trying to get at. They've taken that away. But I think that's what their point was. All honesty, I've said this to my kids, so I can say it to y'all too. I don't believe that this was a mistake at all. None of it. I don't think Putin's a mistake. I don't think any of it. I believe that, yes, it is controlled by the alphabet people to a point. They manipulate it like they sweep a path out to make it easier to walk and then put a whole bunch of shit over here to make it harder to walk. And so you get to kind of choose where you want to go. Do they make you do that? No, they don't. But just like putting Putin in charge of Russia, did we kind of have an influence on that in the 90s? Yeah, we did. Truthful, we did. So Putin is in there because we kind of influenced it, is what I'm trying to get at. And in the beginning, he looked good like candy, kind of like Trump. He makes all the stupid people go yay, and now when he's in, he's going to horrify the rest. The whole country is horrified of who Putin is. He's taken the entire surplus of the Soviet Union and he squandered it on a 3-year war with a tiny-ass country. I don't even think Ukraine has like 50 million people or something like that. I mean, Russia is literally 3 times the size. And with all the Soviet-era equipment, they failed abysmally. And honestly, I don't think Trump can save Putin at this point. I mean, he's going to try. I believe he's going to try to bring down oil sanctions, gas sanctions. He's going to try his ever-loving best to save his little Russian buddy. Whatever them Kalashnikov dolls are or whatever they're called. That's what Putin is. But that's a lot to do with Elon Musk. Elon Musk is the guy who's putting all these people in charge. If you don't notice, the reason that they're going after Panama Canal, that's transportation. Mexico, well, I don't want to say one thing for Mexico because there's a bunch there. And a lot of it has influence with China. There's a lot. Mexico is way complicated. Their alienation of Canada is kind of odd. That's the part that gets to me. And then they're wanting Greenland is because of the resources, wanting Ukraine is resources. It's all about rare earth mineral. And is it the way that we need to go? No, it's not. And he even knows that. Hemp, hemi, cellulose, graphene is by far the best energy storage that there will be. And with silicon, and the military's playing with this, y'all. It will be the new energy storage is what I'm trying to get at. Elon Musk and his lithium and all its burning and all its bad habits. But I've been over this for 12 years with this asshat. It's not gotten no better. I mean, could they have sealed the batteries in with like liquid nitrogen and a bunch of other fire suppressants to make this safer? Yes, they could, but it would cause the fat white man. It would cost him his title as being the richest idiot on the planet, and he can't do that. That's just like the Cybertruck, that absolute abortion of a vehicle. He's not bright. I'm not even saying smart. He's not bright. You got to squint to look at him. Maybe that's just a Southern thing, y'all, but it's the truth. And I don't think much of his presidency. I don't like the man, and that's just truthful. There ain't nothing I can do about it either. But he is the one who put Trump where he's at. He is the one that kind of keeps Putin where he's at. Out there, I don't know who works for who, to be honest. But they work for the same purpose, and that's to get the natural, the rare earth minerals out of Ukraine. That's what Russia's after. And sorry if you don't buy that or whatever, but it's what they're after. And billionaires don't like buying stuff. They don't like paying fair market value. They just like stealing it. Even if it's genocide to do it, they don't mind. That's the whole thing. They're not building these robots like Boston Dynamics and Tesla's bot or whatever for the betterment of humanity, y'all. That's to replace your ass because you are a problem. Just remember that in the end. And call this a conspiracy rant. I'm good with that. Okay, but when it comes to power, don't cry and say it was the Democrats. Don't say it was Joe Biden. When these clowns remove the safety rails and we have more derailments and more toxic shit, don't say that it was some distant thing or what. Embrace your orange God and say, yes, we thank you for what you've done to us. But don't pretend it's not. That's all. But yeah, keep the comments coming. I love them. Y'all, you don't get, it doesn't bother me in the least. I got a buddy in Arkansas. We like all but professionally jab at one another for about an hour, 3 hours, almost like every other day at least. That's what we do. So if you think your little jab in a comment is going to, no, it will not get to me, y'all. And just like the ones that I'll say, oh, I don't want to help. But then they say, oh, can you do the, and yeah, I'm going to answer you. I'm just going to tell you exactly what it is. I'll tell anybody, don't hold it like it's special, please. But I am going to try to make it more public on the comment section, how I answer. Instead of, personally, I'm going to make it so it's a public answer. So everybody can see the question and then get the answer as well. But that's the only thing I'm going to change about it. But I don't know. Other than that, these roosters are crowing their guts out. It ain't getting no bright daylighter. Probably going to need to put a piece of wood in the fire over there. And I hope y'all had fun. And like I said, I enjoy our talks, and I enjoy that y'all follow and watch and share and all the stuff that you do. And I especially enjoy the comments, even the ones that are jibish or slight or whatever. It's okay. He's your guy. When you tell those kind of cute jokes, you need to look in the mirror. Because in the end, that's what it is. It's you that it's going to affect, not me. One, I'm debt-free, okay, which is not a great thing. Everybody used to be that. Then the billionaires talked everybody into the easy payment plan, 30, 60, 90, stay in debt, structure your debt so we can make more and you can pay us to make more. But debt is not. Debt is crippling, and debt is suffocating. So that's where I chose to get out of this equation, and did that years ago. I didn't want to be in debt. Do I believe in crypto? Oh, Jesus Christ, no. But if you're stupid enough, if you are literally stupid enough, please invest in Trump's new crypto coin. I'll give you a heads up. He can't sell for 3 months. So it'll gain substantially, okay? It had a really low cap to begin with, as countries like Iran, because is he against these countries for real? Oh no, he took money from the IRGC or whatever that was for one of his towers in a men embedded ad. Prove otherwise. That's what the killing of the one guy was about. He didn't want to pay it back. It would be okay if these guys weren't just blatant thieves, but they are. That's exactly what they are. And they don't mind killing to steal what they want. They're no different than a criminal. They're just very good at what they do. Is it dangerous to talk like I am about them? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Because for $1 million to them, which is nothing, they can get you killed anywhere on fucking planet Earth, and I promise you that, for a lot less than probably $1 million. But they could guarantee it would happen for $1 million. There's no way that you could escape that. And I don't give a shit who you are, Billy Badass. You can't. It's just the way it is. And so revolution against these people, no, it's not going to happen. Not in this generation. Not for about 40 years. We're already going to be gone before then, if you want to look at their CO2 curve, it is still going straight up through the roof. But now it's raised like 3 parts per million, which I think now it's like 420 or something like that, in that range. Don't hold me to that. Less than 500 parts per million. It's been over 4,000 in Earth's past. Our problem is that we, as a species, we methodically remove the cover of our planet. We remove oak for ships. We've moved pine for timber frame. We've moved birch for plywood. We've moved spruce for 2x4s. We've removed every species underneath the planet. When the Pilgrims hit America, a squirrel could run from the Atlantic Ocean across the Mississippi River. That's not possible anymore, y'all. That's a problem. Yards, grasses, golf courses, these are a real problem with climate change. They're just as much as private jets in people like the billionaires. These are the problems. It's not cow farts and farming. Cow farts and farming are how you get fed. Anybody that wants to tax cow farts and farming are billionaires who own farms who want their shit to cost you more. That's it. You look at the bigger picture. Step back and look at it from space. Like if you're in the water and you look up, a canoe is a ceiling. It's a hard, you can't, if you're looking up from the bottom. If you look at it from the side, it's a wall. Well, if you look at it from over the top or from up over in the bank, it looks like a cup or a bowl because it can hold shit. Well, if you look at it from the air, you can see it all. Look at it from a different perspective, y'all. You can't keep looking at it the same way and expecting it to change. That's the literal definition of a lunatic. You got to change what you're doing. Look at it differently, change what you're doing, address the situation, and move on. But my thing, can we do it? No, we can't. This is not my fight and won't be for 40 years. I'll be dead and gone before this is ever capable of being my fight. It's not. No, I'm sorry, we're not there. You will fail. Everything is written against you. But like I said, these guys are not doing what they're doing for the betterment of humanity. Get that out your damn brain. I'm sorry, it's not happening like that. Is it time to panic or whatever? No, no reason to. Because it's not that, it's not either way, is what I'm trying to get at. So, enjoy what you got. You'll live out your life. It's going to get hotter. Nothing they're going to do is going to make it magically colder. Unless we can legalize hemp everywhere everywhere on the planet. Hemp in good soil, good conditions can grow 20 feet. And it can do that every year. And all the hard carbon, like the stuff I'm burning in the thing, is coming from the air. It doesn't go from the ground. The ash is the mineral. That comes from the ground. But the carbon of the wood comes from the air. So, it is... Okay, y'all. I'm going to leave it here at that. Let's enjoy the next 4 years of our Orange Clown Circus and make the best of it. That's the best I can say. If you're gonna go to the circus, if you got to watch the circus, bring peanuts. That's all I can say. Peanuts and popcorn. Let's watch the show. All right, y'all. Talk to you then. Bye.